Dearly beloved, we are gathered here alongside with our dearly departed. In this newly era, our darkness days finally arrived. The dark phantom alongside of his team of bubonic plague are haunting our days and nights as our people all join hands in a circle and sing along a dreadful, supposedly children's nursery song. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of dozies, ashes, ashes, as we close our eyes, as we cover our ears until we all fall down. This hostile takeover by a new regime, like a catastrophic storm. They lie without any shame. They create discomfort by smearing hypocritical gain. The mission was to seek and build the slanderous media distraction. The wizard, the headmaster, brought a regime aid as an even trade. So they immediately, without hesitation, drove to the North Star State. When they landed in the peaceful state, an alien town crier, he was more than a sociopath and a pathological liar. He preferred the million streams, the mass followers, the alleged cash in cryptocurrencies, and the securing of a bailing out his parents' bond. So he strung an American population along with a monstrous, treacherous, and a deceitful, deceptive story about a foreign-born figure nicknamed the Horn of Africa. Now, I could be wrong, but I never forget the day when many cried out loud on 2024's election, feeling betrayed by the donkey who had done them wrong. So they preferred the elephant instead. But two wrongs don't make a right. However, it does not allow or bear ignorance to anybody's silence, including our rights. The notorious politician system is the main problem. Its leverage is the fake reporting, and it brought iceberg. 5 days after the ball dropped, 2026 began. A malicious clan, bond, catchers, all clothed in bandit masks, had plotted their army regime. Civil war began in January the 1st, 2026. Similar on June the 6th, 2025. An intentional escalating war that started even earlier, capturing, terrorizing Black and brown locals, natives, and even foreign in the blue states. 12/31/25. A Black American man, Keith Porter Jr., a native son of the Golden State, who was always going to say his name. Let's say his name. We got to keep on saying his name. The trail of tears escalated upward like an abomination roller coaster. The coastal waves accelerated mighty fast, but it never stopped. The iceberg brought the commander of the regime. His uniform was dressed from head to toe as a symbol of a foreign power trip, the man that started World War II. It took the cherished life of a wife, a daughter, a cousin, a friend, a mother. The whole world observed the pulse of her last breath, and the result released right out from her watch while her heart stopped. Renee Nicole Good was a Northern Star poet. Her last frantic word was, "I'm an American citizen." As a patriot, took a stand to form a peaceful march in solidarity. There was a man, a kind-hearted soul. His only goal was to keep the streets clean. He wanted the Ice Age to get off his people's stage, to allow them to carry on their merry way. He saw his fellow civilians harassed, and the world watched the repeated scene again and again. The repeated offenders officers ended the life of a man who saved lives, who was nurse patients in a facilitated hospital, specially known as the intensive care unit. A child innocently walking from the school, and he was looking forward to tell his parents the great news. He even wanted to show them what he had did in school today. But the child had no clue that the iceberg had spied at his camp. The masked bandits held the child as a bait, while the father hid like a rock. His back was against the wall. The bond catchers held the child for ransom. The father had no choice, and he and his child, which was his son, was captured. The outcome had no resolution, no solution. Once again, there is no help. Justice is only swift for the wicked. The regime orchestrated like Babylon. Babylon system, Bob Marley and the Wailers once sang. They hinge the media with fantasizing fascist lies. And then they throw stones intentionally to hide their abrupt, cold-hearted ways. Their hands are never clean, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have to say.